Hello, welcome to Satisfactory Monday. This is Felonious Deer at Backwoods Gaming. Somewhat on time this time, for once. I do still have things to do here. Got a camera working today. We'll see how long that lasts. Outside camera, I should say. I may have to start streaming in the morning. Drink Buzz Cola, hello. Four p.m. during the week. And then 5 on Saturday. All right, what's... Oh, I forgot to hit a button. There we go. I was wondering. Something wasn't acting right, and I couldn't figure out why. All right. I think I'm done with that goofy nonsense. Let's grab this. Put it over here. Hit that button. Voila. Now that's up there. And one last thing here. Keep an eye on this. I'm gonna have to move my face cam, I see. That's either that or drop shades or something. I see the sunlight glaring on the lens. That's hilarious. Considering it's facing away, reflecting off. Gonna do something here, may be horrible. See what that does. That help any? Get sunspots off the lens? Maybe? Waiting for the delay to get undelayed. Kind of looks, that did help. All right, is that all the goofing around I have to do done? I see I have dismantle crates everywhere. If I remember right, we need to get aluminum going. I need to make how many stars do I have? Not nearly enough. Am I even making any stars? I guess so. It's going to be summertime before I even get a star for the Christmas tree. Or Fixmas tree. Hang on. Hard drives. Start scanning. I need filter production. Do I figure this out now? Or do I deal with aluminum first? Hang on. How much aluminum production am I capable of? All right, so I can process aluminum. I wanted to make sure of that. Okay. Oops. Out. 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 No. Stop. What the? Thank you. My escape wasn't escaping all of a sudden. Had me a bit concerned. And I have that dismantle crate all the way down there. I was about to fly over there, and I'm not going to do it. That's a long ways away. How about these that are closer? Aluminum. So as far as I know, there's no reason that I should not process aluminum as far as obtaining aluminum scrap to be, or ingots. I'll take that back. And then have the ingots brought to the main processing area, main factory. All right, dismantle. Oh, I see you. Wow. Why? Did I never clear that up? Obviously not, but still. Now I have a bunch of containers. Why containers? Why were there containers? I need to do something about that. Oh, that's right. I dismantled the packaging operation. Oh, we're having problems with power fluctuation. Are we not maintaining supply? No. Why not? We're not running at speed. We're running at barely a third. Compacted coal is the problem. Why? I thought we were up to speed on this. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? I have a tiny piece of belt. That's nuts. No wonder. Now will you? Something's wrong here. Right there in the middle of the... Oh, wow. I wonder. Holy smokes. So is that what happens when you try to just dump a splitter? All right, where's my alignment? When you dump a splitter or merger on top of an existing belt and then upgrade the belt later, I bet you that's it. That looks a lot better. As soon as that buffer fills, this should have a full line. Boy, that thing emptied out in a hurry. Give it a little help. Now we're talking. Is that enough? I forgot my math. Should be. Mark III should be enough. Max Mark III is 270. Only need 250. All right, so power fluctuation should reduce, but we never Never got around to double checking our coal generators. We haven't messed with that in a while. Got you. Hello. Millions of dollars on the line. The dollars are fix-it bucks. Credit, fix-it credits. Fix-it coupons. All right, want to run over here. We will get the coal double checked and then hopefully back to the aluminum. How many times have I gone through this area? That Mercer sphere was still there.
Sings the first symphony of the blood.
First, there was a whole involved process of evolution from single-celled organisms to mammals, rodents specifically.
Explosion.
And that's not even explaining the whole dinosaur extinction meteor making room for mammals to dominate the animal kingdom instead.
Multiple explosions.
You know what, I will just compile a data package for you to look at later, because I don't even know where to start with the whole ape thing.
Harmonious explosion.
I'm guessing I need more sulfur coming this way. All right, how much? How much am I trying to use? 150? $175. How much am I producing? Need 175? What's my max? 150, I'll bet. That means I need to get another sulfur involved. $180. Not using much in that direction. That shouldn't be a problem. I should be in good shape. Okay, what's happening? Somewhere there's a delay. Or my math is wrong. Running 87% short on sulfur. Now, how much do I actually need? That's looking a lot better. How much? 7, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 24. Need 171. So I should be producing all I need, except if I was running at 100%. I'm waiting to see if this is going to go up or not. It is. Any delays? I got idle speed still. Okay, wanted to double check my math. Got 180 coming. Why is that running me short? Am I using more than I thought in the other direction? It's possible. I am having to feed the truck routes. Fine. Crank it up. I need to get... I have jetpacks. I have hover packs now. I need to get that made. Better? Idle times being pretty much eliminated now. Appears to be. Still got a lot of fluctuation. I think the fuel is still catching up. Either way, should be catching up now. Aluminum. Actually, I do want to double check. I'm pretty sure the only deposits are down here. Why is there a tractor here? Wait a minute. I completely missed these. Hold on. What? That would be a little bit shorter. It would be the first time I built anything in the swamp. Sulfur. I never cleaned this up. Was I out of room? Bet I was. Not to mention these guys pestering me. Must have all the computers. All right, is that everything now? Electromagnetic control rods. I needed that for somebody. All right, aluminum. Bauxite. Somewhere out here is bauxite. What's this? Bauxite. Normal. A pure. Is it just the two in the immediate vicinity? I think so. We need a route. Let's see. Bauxite is there. Got oodles of water over here. Uh-oh. I'm about to die. Hi. Is there anything else? Or is this an opening? Yes. Is this a big enough opening to sneak a train through? Strictly for entertainment purposes. And then what? Let's see. I'm going to bring in the ingots, but I am going to need a train station. Where do I want to set that up? There's going to be some hefty changes. Oh, I wanted to check something. I'm pretty sure it'll work. Oh yeah, okay. Wanted to double check the max height for some reason. I'm planning, we're going to go up a level. Going to create another level. And that level going to have our primary manufacturing. And then I'm going to use the lower level to rework as a overall hub to bring in all the raw materials or basic components in the case of rubber and plastic and deuterium wire. I want to make sure it's going to be high enough to be viable with train stations. Walls high. Is that right? Zoop is 10? Yeah. May as well establish that. And I forgot I have a inventory full of stuff I'd kind of like to get rid of, clear out. Wonder now, do I have room for this crystal? Had time to fill up these containers, but not yet. I meant to get rid of the canisters. I got foliage to clear out. Carrying a jillion circuit boards for some reason. So, we're building, creating a hub. Kind of a distribution hub with a lower level. And I forgot yet again that I do not have a packaged fuel running. I better get that going again. That's going to have to tie off of here. I still don't have all my fuel generators running. What's going on over here? We fixed this problem. Fuel? Plastic is backed up. Gonna have to adjust this now. Do I want to do it on this end or the other end? I need to start sending excess plastic and rosin? Or am I doing on putting out 75 units of rosin? I don't think I'm using, well, should be. Why am I stacked up on rosin? What's going on here? Why am I backed up? This should be empty. Right there. And there, I see it. 2 sections. Wow. Insufficient tonnage. That did not help me with my plastic, though. There. Keep the fuel going. Keep the turbo fuel going. Keep the generators going. Much better. Take a little bit to finish catching up. Wait a minute, what's your problem? Catching up. Still idle, but you're waiting on these. These are now catching up. Okay. You're running a little. You should be running. Hold on. You're not giving me 150% or 150 units. You're only giving me 50. Why do I have you set for 150? Did I goof up here? 25. Hold on. Did I not set these? Could be. They are set. Rubber to. Wait, hold on. Plastic. And you are running straight to gunpowder. Or smokeless powder. Or would be if I was still manufacturing black powder, which I stopped doing for the time being. That'll be a little more appropriate. But did that mess up my calculations down there? Now I got 360 units of fuel. Eek, a little. Anything I could do to fix that? I don't see how. These are maxed out. That I may have. That may end up getting changed anyway, won't it? Possibly. I don't know what my final production needs are going to be for the Phase 4 production. I'll leave well enough alone for now and try to go back to dealing with dismantle crates and aluminum. I did this. I forgot all about these. Really? There we go. Almost pointless, isn't it? What about you? Am I keeping all 3 blocks here for some reason? Why? No. Maybe those 2. No, I did it wrong. There we go. Now, what are we doing with you? Typically, I do this. Any reason not to? Again. Not that I could think of. Okay. Better? Did I have some more? No. Got all these accounted for. Much better. Been needing to do that for a while. Okay. What do you need? Pipe, right? Copper sheets. Hold on. I thought I cleared up way down here. I'm not gonna mess with it yet. What am I doing here? I'm supposed to be dealing with aluminum. Where am I gonna bring in the aluminum? Gonna be ingots. Obviously gonna be somewhere. I don't see a better place to bring the ingots in than here. Maybe here? gonna be a short. How short? Right now, it's only going to be one item, right? Aluminum ingots. Something's bothering me about that. What's up with you? What's your problem? Ran out of fuel? Probably. Fuel. Jets. Hover pack. Did we ever get the notification about a hard drive? I bet we did. What do we have? Sloppy alumina, Caterium wire. Caterium wire. Or sloppy alumina. Thinking I want this first. And I wanted to drop some stuff off with an awesome sink, and I keep forgetting to actually do it. Stuff like where is it? There. Get rid of those. Oh, and I have slugs. Did I snag a purple? I don't think so. No. And foliage. Wait a minute. I have alien remains. Did I not? Or did I not have room for that stinger? All right, someone here processes leaves. Give it a few more leaves. Well, that means I can have stuff to drop off again. How many coupons do I have? Another 73. Not bad. Not more than I kind of thought I would have. Blew through 140 coupons not too long ago. Last session, I think. We got you. What am I going to do about you? Beginning to think you're kind of pointless. I'm just gonna be done with you. Oh shoot. Did I mess up? I can't access vehicle paths from, oh, I messed up. trying to get to the aluminum. I keep seeing things to distract me. Things that don't matter right now. Give me a truck. I'm going to deal with this stupid route once and for all. You're going to help me access. Excuse me. There. Fixmas. Yes. Delete. Won't allow me. Try this. Really? Not from this truck. Okay. Sorry, truck. I'm gonna have to create another truck just to delete that path. I didn't know it was going to be that kind of an issue. Figures. See if I can do it now. There we go. Delete. Sweet. I don't have to deal with this. Okay. If I need to reconnect this, it's going to be a belt. There. Now we need to start running a railway. Am I going to do it this way? Do I... scooch through here instead. Really? Didn't quite expect that. We need to bring it up some. Did I not? That looks like a summer sloop. Did I not grab that summer sloop? I bet I did. Of course, I managed to point myself right at that rock. All right, we need to... pretty much going in the right direction. And to the right area. Get a little height, get above these trees. Oops. Hopefully. Then run. Got a straight run across the lake. Yeah, I did pick that up. Okay. Where am I going? I know I'm supposed to come down. Okay, I think I'm coming. I think I plan on running right through there. Oh, right here. Nippers. Hmm. Just to make sure it's completely clear. I had paid no attention to the fact that I was picking up all those ingots. I better get rid of them. That's going to be a problem. I was trying to figure out why I was angling that way instead of towards the red forest. Or the aluminum. I was forgetting. It's right there in the swamp. Bauxite in the swamp. Probably wouldn't hurt. Go ahead. Start dropping a few power towers. Really? That's too far? It's... Bauxite. Probably that's probably... Rethink this route just a smidge. Maybe I want to go here. I'm not necessarily following the same route as the train, even though that would be typical. I think I like that. And I can go from there, start dropping it down about there, hold off on that for the moment, go back to routing our rail line. I think I need to shuffle this over. I was moving this way because I thought I was still wanting to clear through there. Because I forgot where my little tunnel was. Right there. That work to get me through? I think it will. Then what? I got to get over those trees. I was kind of thinking about, do I want to clear them out? We have the sulfur there. That's a potential resource, but I don't want to make inconvenient. Take another look. That should be the bauxite. What's this? This the third bauxite I was looking for and didn't spot? That is an impure bauxite. I got a normal and a pure. And we have a hard drive that's been waiting for us. Really? There we go. Okay. Just to make it a little easier to spot. All right. How? Yeah, I think it would be kind of neat. Come round through here, and I really don't see reason why not. We could come like right through here, come up and over the trees, just because. Something like so. I was about to go right back over the sulfur again. But we may want an extraction station set up here eventually, so I don't want to mess with this too much. Unless I move all the way to this side. I'm completely out of the way. Kind of like this instead. I think I'm going to leave that like it is. I don't even know how much of this I'll use in the future, so I want to leave it alone. But from here, I think I can get away with starting to drop it down. Okay, then start bringing it over. Something like so. So we could set up a platform. Thought that was going to hit that tree. I don't think it is. Just missed it. Now, here, I think is where... Yep. This is about where we're going to set up. Just in case we need to utilize those deposits. So, add on a little more. There. Okay. Is this why I made a blueprint? One more. Excuse me, sir. We have a pure node. The base to be marked 3. Speeds coming straight up. Getting radiated. Getting shot. That's a lot leveler than I thought it would be. Is that a word? Leveler? Okay. Now, train station. Train station, keeping in mind, might be 2 more deposits. All right, we're coming in and out this way. Any reason not to set it up? I gotta be too close for comfort. Yes. Set that up. Got plenty of room for extra. Get a right platform, point it this way. Sweet. Better. I wasn't very impressed with that particular auto connect. All right. How about you? You auto connecting? Really? Fine. Well, did that work out then? That doesn't look bad at all. Okay. Get this rounded back to base. No! I goofed. I'm not running bauxite. Oh, shoot, I messed up. I need to be processing the bauxite first. It's all wrong. Doing the basic processing out here to ingots. I need refineries. How many? We're going to go with the sloppy alumina. That would eliminate this step, I believe, if I remember. Bauxite with water gives us alumina solution. The aluminum scrap uses alumina solution plus coal. Hang on. We have an alternate. Petroleum coke. That doesn't help. So regular uses 240 units. We're producing 240 units from 200 bauxite, except I'm bringing in 240 units of bauxite. I want to use all my bauxite. Really? That's just great. 288 units of alumina solution. What kind of math is this? Coal, huh? There's some coal around here. Coal? Answer is no. Way over here. And I got lots of coal down there. Do I switch? Do I process? Do I then bring... Oh boy. Do I bring alumina solution instead? Because I have plenty of coal available at the main base. We could do that. We can do that. It's set up here to begin with. That work? Yep. Got the right setting. This will give us a solution instead of... So that didn't change nearly as much as I thought it might. Although, oh boy. Well, I don't see why it should right now. Why I should expect drastic change down the road. So this ends up getting moved over a little bit. Yeah, right about there. How did I line up? Of course not. Do I want to? Not really. If I nudge to line up straight with that outlet, and all this will be off center. Can't have that. Storage? A buffer? $288 units. I'm starting to get the feeling that I may prefer using 2 platforms. How much does this hold? 400 cubic meters. That's not going to be enough. Tanker holds 1,900 units, if I remember correctly. Or is it 1,600? So the question is, am I going to want 2 of these? Will this feed 2 of them? I don't know. Guess we're going to find out. Do I still want this 400 unit buffer? Yeesh. Not really. You're getting moved over. Because I want the industrial buffer. If I'm going to use a buffer, I'm going to use the industrial buffer. Will this reach to that platform? Nope. Where do I need to be? Not much farther. Just past the tree. Fair enough. Right about there. Right there. Because why not? And I'll set you up here. Sweet. Trying to figure out what kind of platform I wanted to set up for this. I didn't want 4 meter. I thought it was too thick for what I have in mind. But let's see how this works. Whoop. Yay, nay. I like that. I think that looks better than it would with a 4 meter platform. But not concrete there, I don't think. need more materials. Really, more coated concrete. I suppose. Let it run for a while. Need power here. Wait a minute. Do I need... Ooh, water. I forgot all about the water. 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 All of this is too shallow, right? I'm going to bring in water from any of these puddles. So it is going to have to come in from over here, as I was thinking. That would be the closest. Possibly here. Oh, really? I wouldn't have bet on that. Do I want to? I have to get past the train station. And either up, we're going to have to come across and up the floor. I do have floor holes, right? Pretty sure I bought floor holes. I did. How much water? 240. Do you not have anything better to do with your time than harass me? Great. Everybody else is in on the action. Good, you two fight it out for a little bit. Hog almost won that one. Okay, let's try this again. Where's my water? Ew. Oh, yuck. Power line glitching through whatever that's supposed to be. Round spinny thing. Really don't want to extend any more platform, as if that really matters. Hold on. Did I ever buy? Yes, I did. What's the point? You won't line up anywhere. Same area. Whoops. Oh, that's right. Oh, I know what. This would allow me to come out to like here. Because that's a vast improvement. Because that, of course, is a much better. Where are we going? Somewhere over here. Somewhere but towards this tree. I think I can work with that. Really? I thought I could do that. I thought I could place a pole right in the middle underneath there. As I'm overlapping. What am I overlapping? I'm overlapping nothing. Lying to me. We'll need over to here. Up to here. There for now. It should have come forward a little more. There. No. There. Pump. Gonna need a pump. Mark II. Okay. Little neater. All right, so then I need Go away. I'm busy. People are working. This is a construction zone. Leave construction work. It's unsafe. Especially for you. Missed. Okay. We have water. We have water. So it says. You're getting water. You're making the luminous solution. You got a luminous solution coming in. Sweet. I think it's time to make a train station again. Okay. So we're getting scooched over again. What about there? Fluid. There. Pipe. Pipe. There. Let's get this again. That look about right. This loop right in. That work? Hopefully. Now let's see if we can't make it back to the base. Oops. I need to be running over in that direction, don't I? Almost forgot. That's too high. Is there a critter down here? Thinking of harassing me? Too steep. I hear it. has nefarious intentions. All right, if I do that, am I pointed in the right direction? I want to do that. That seems... Might be that might be all right. That should work. Get all that clipping cleaned up. That'll look considerably better. I see a hog. I hear what I swear is a stinger over here. There. Now how are we looking? Now we do have... Like we're kind of... I think I'm okay all the way up to... All the way to there. Okay. How's that look? Well, not bad, not super great, but I think this is worse. Maybe? Oh yeah, I like that better. That'll work. All right, not quite. Let's back that up. More like, yeah, more like this. Get a little bit of a better curve coming into here. Missed the tree. Come running around like that. Right down into here. Right over to here. Oh, yeah, that'll work. Not sure that will work. Try that again. Right into there. You're getting swapped out, aren't you? Need a fluid platform. There we go. And now we got to loop you back around. Good job. There we go. Geeks. Yeah, I think. All right, let's adjust that just a smidgen. How's that? That, I think, will do. I just need a train. I think I need to flip this around. There. I have a slight problem here. Slight. I'm going to want another buffer here. Buffer. Industrial. Think here. No. Bring it out to here. Well, that's lovely. This is where I'm setting up Illumina solution processing then. Kind of not what I intended. Well, hold on. How tall is a refinery according? Nope, that's plenty of room. Even if I put in a refinery, Plenty of room vertically. Oh, wait, not even close. Okay, but is this really... What do I need? Coal. Which, of course, is over there instead of here. I should have set up my station over here. Didn't even think about it. Well, I didn't plan on doing any processing into ingots here. It's going to be all done there until I figured out I needed coals. I need to move the station. We've got to reroute this whole thing. I know just where it's going to get routed to. Ew. I hate blocking off deposits. I never know which deposit I might decide I need in the future and end up having to reroute. Of course, theoretically, if I keep the railway elevated high enough, it's ought to be a non-issue. So there's that. That means... Where exactly would I want to set it up, though? Here? Closer to the coal? I mean, that's... would make the most sense. Of course, I'd have to... Gotta get around that. I was thinking of setting it up right in here. Got this big old empty spot right here. We've got 288 units coming in. How much are we going to produce at once? I forget. Or process at once. Aluminum scrap. That's it right there. 432 units of aluminum scrap out of 288 units of a solution. A fair amount of scrap. I'm gonna need silica, which is coming in way over there. Am I gonna have a reason to move this train station? That's a possibility. As it is, I routed the SAM ore all the way around over to here so that I could bring in wire and iron pipe to process it. So it would make sense to move that train station to here. And that would bring in the silica to mix with the solution or the scrap, produce ingots. I got 2 train stations to move. I should have copied that recipe. Maybe. All right, train station. I'm going to need that rail line to come in roughly on this path. We're going to have to move. I have to allow for potential additional cars because I don't know what I'm going to end up at. So let's put it up to, well, we can put it up to here. Yeah, that won't be a problem. Truck route, yeah, who cares? Okay. Bring in coal from anybody over there. Solution to here. I have no idea how or which way this will end up being adjusted for ingot production, steel ingot production. I'm going to check. Let's adjust that. It's something more like this. Something like that. And I like that a lot better. Then I can set up you. Well, I can set up you kind of like, room disappears in a hurry. I was going to do, well, why not? This instead. I'm using the regular recipe. Let's see if I remember this correctly. 120%. Nailed it. And I was supposed to pay attention to how much coal I need. 144. What are you putting out? 60. What is that? That's a Mark 1. That's a normal, normal, all three normal. $144. 300 with a Mark II cranked up all the way. I only need half of that. Well, my question was, do I go ahead and use this one? I'm not seeing why not. All things to be missing. Steel pipe. Did not expect that. Wait a minute. What's going on with the, what's going on here? I'm not getting concrete. Why am I not getting concrete? Because I'm burning through it, that's why. And I'm not producing enough. Well, I knew I was going to have to move the power poles anyway. That'll get you supplied with coal. Oh, I got water to get rid of. Oh boy. Forgot about that. Water. The plan will be to turn it into packaged water and dump it straight into Awesome Sink. Well, the question is, how exactly? Or where? How am I got plastic coming in over there. That's not going to be a problem to make containers. How many do I need? I have 144 units of water. Really? Steel beams? Now you're going to give me grief over steel beams? $144. Of course. Earn 50 canisters. So 75 plastic, not much. Well, that won't be a real issue. Where do I want to set it? How am I going to pipe it? Where am I going to pipe it to? Do I do it all right here? Do I bring the plastic here? Might make the most sense. And then go straight into an awesome sink. Set it up like right here, maybe. Then the scrap's going to have to go somewhere else. Well, it's going to go down there somewhere. You know, we haven't had a truck collision in a while here. Really? Is that why I haven't had a truck collision? Those shenanigans? Plastic. Plastic's going to be coming from all the way that way. Although it's already making it as far as here. Because of the truck route. So ought to be able to just split here, run it on down the line. I think we're going to have to make a decision. I think these truck routes are going to have to go. I think possibly that it might be a good idea to finish setting up the station before I worry about anything else. Maybe. Ew. That's horrible. That's not any better. What happened to my auto connect? Okay, how about get nice better radius on this thing? Does that could work? I don't see why not. Sweet. Now, let's see. Where's our... There. We're here. And I'm thinking we're going to route, let's see. Right through here. Is it time to raise or start raising it up from here? Yes. I get it. Yeah, we could do that. I'm sneaking through here just because. Excuse me, sir. All of that just went away. So, let's see. So now we're headed that way. So as a matter of fact, we didn't even need this curve. We're just going to go right to here. Come straight up. Yippers. That work a little better? Not quite. Don't have it quite. Okay, fine. Easy peasy. Sweet. Okay, so we got to there. Feel like I'm listening to a Clint Eastwood Western with this music. Okay. Give me a close enough guide to start routing this that way. Clean up a little of this nonsense. Can't have all these loading unsupported foundations. That would be unseemly. All right, so really, I want to, yeah. Put those there. Try that again. Need a little farther. Stay there. Something like so. I think so. Yeah. Don't see why not. Almost. Oh, I made it. Sweet. Hmm. Well, is that going to be all right? Not quite. I want to get it off of that tree. That might not be how I want that. Then again, let's see. That could be bad. I was thinking a little... No, we're not going to do... Not that. More like... Yeah, more like that. Then we can get a better transition into... There. Much better. Much better. Did that connect? No. Where the heck is this trying to go? Oh. I forgot. I was probably okay. Not quite. It's all wrong. Much better. There we go. Clear that up. Sweet. New train station. That'll work. Could make that a straighter shot. But then I wouldn't have a I wouldn't be going over the lake. And if you have a lake, you have to go over the lake. All right. Let's see. Get rid of this. While we're... Oh, shoot. How about a hard drive? We've been here and ignoring the poor hard drive for like an hour and a half. Steel frame or aluminum beams. Don't care about either one at the moment. Figures. Let's see. Clean this up. Is anything even getting processed over here? About a fifth of the speed it's supposed to. coal. I'm sitting on a bunch of coal. Needs to go away. Plastic. Coal. Hey. Alright, so that's cleaned up. Well, this is bringing in solution. I'm going to process the solution with coal to produce scrap and water. Now we got to deal with water, and the scrap's going to have to get moved. Trouble is, both have to go in this pretty much the same direction. Even if it's a short direction, which isn't that big a deal. Although, let's see. Might not be that big a deal. Packager. Gonna need a packager. Am I gonna buffer the water? Hold on. Packager. How much? Where? I got a route in plastic to a constructor. Then the constructor is going to have to route. Let's see. In theory, we could probably, we did this. We're going to assume the tube going to go, or at least get shuffled, reshuffled. We can bring in plastic. We're going to do a little bit of hippity hoppeting. Do I want to buffer the water, though? Why? Why would I buffer the water? Everything has to be buffered. That would be containers. Plastic coming in here somehow or other. I forget what, 75 I thought. No. I don't think so. $72. Is that right? Yeah, for 144 units. Then from here, I need scrap out. How much scrap? Oh, that's right, 400. Ooh. I'm going to assume this as a configuration. Packaged water will go straight into a sink. No reason not to place that there. I forgot 144. Like so. That'll take care of that. So far, so good. Gonna need a train sooner or later. And this place better be set for unload. Is that... I didn't power up the other end? Well, it should have power. It doesn't... If one end has power, the other end does not. I'm missing something with the other end. Did I turn it on? Yes. What are you waiting for? You're already at hamburger. This is hamburger, right? Hamburger. Let's go. So unless I've got something goofed up at the other end, more than I thought, Do I have a break somewhere? Better make sure. About time to wrap it up, too. You're gonna get it. Bzz. You hang around there too long there, buddy. Make sure we don't have a break somewhere. Make sure we don't have a break, and make sure this station is set. Hi, I see you're back. I'm not seeing any issues yet. We'll apply power, but it shouldn't need power. We got links everywhere. So far I've seen, as far as I can tell, a continuous track. This is loading up. I do not see any issues. Why? Didn't say self-driving. Power's goofing up again. This is set to load. This is fluid. What's the problem? What am I missing? Patience? It should have taken off by now. Do I have? Is this wrong then? Should have said Vinray. Should have done that instead. Wouldn't have thought it would get that confused. Rolling. Would have thought that could handle that. Thought it was rolling. Yeah, it is. Just has a little ways to go, that's all. Sweet. $1,600 units. No! I was hoping to get a picture from atop the train going through the tunnel. Although I preferred to get all this cleaned up first. Ugh. Couldn't make that jump from the engine to the freight car. No, no. Can't keep up. Fine. We'll get another picture somewhere else. What happened to the planets? Uh-oh. Over there. Not enough planets. Wait. I still need a picture though. Although, not sure that's what I want for a picture. All right. Did we get a hard drive? Polymer rosin all-clad casing. Oh. Not worried about either of those yet. Am I? I think up. Let's see. So next time we need to rework that station. Get that moved over. And then we need to get the silica. Where are we going to set up? We set up in here, all this truck stuff's got to go. That's what I was thinking, and I forgot all about the truck routes being right here. But that, I don't know, that would not be a good place. I think it'd be better out here. That'll at least give us better room for expansion without crowding and getting into the way of these deposits in case I need these. Do I sit here, play with my inventory? No, we're getting out of here. I'm playing with my inventory. What else is priority? Once we get aluminum established, still need to get filter fabrication established. That's coal, iron plate, and fabric. Fabric we have here. I could tap one of these deposits for iron plate rather than bring iron plate from way over there. Shuffle this around a little bit accordingly. But we still need coal right over here. There's really no coal off in this direction. There is, isn't there? Up in here? Right there. Distance is going to be about the same, isn't it? 700 meters? 100 meters difference? And I saw that. There's a mantle crate. Where is it at? What in the world is all this? Where'd this come from? Oh boy. I'm not going to mess with that now. But I am going to have to deal with that. Worry about it next time. Somehow or other. I have to feed that into something. Some process somewhere. But we'll worry about it next time. I'm fooling around instead of getting out of here. We've got to wrap it up. We've gone up. We're over time. Chicken. Really? That is not what I expected. I did not expect to be able to bum rush a tractor. That's hilarious. I messed it all up too. That's nuts. All right, let's get out of here. We got New Vegas tomorrow, and we'll be back here Wednesday as usual. Another normal week. 4 p.m. every night except for Saturday, and that's at 5. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time.